We are currently experiencing a pandemic, but never before have we had such a loneliness epidemic. It seems that we've forgotten the social part in the social media, so I want to do a video about how social media has made us more unsocial. And it seems that the more platforms that come out, the more types of social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the more lonelier we become. The more we immerse ourselves in a person's highlights, literally on Instagram, a person's feed, a person's life, the more we start despairing and comparing. So this video is going to talk about why social media makes us unsocial, a few studies behind how research has observed this phenomenon and to back it up, but also just for you guys to get a harsh truth time reality check of what your daily life is. If you have no idea who I am, my name is Olympia. I have a degree in cognitive neuroscience and art history. And what I like to do, I like to dissect that pretty little brain of yours to see what makes you tick, but also what makes you talk. So make sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell for your weekly Thursday videos. And let's start. So one thing I want to put out there that I despise, it literally, I feel my soul is throwing up, is when I see people that are in a social setting and are supposed to be together, such as watching a movie, eating in a restaurant, just eating in general with someone next to you, or when you're at some kind of event like a concert or celebrating someone's birthday party, and people have their phone out. Let me know in the comments below if this has happened to you. I've been watching a movie with like 5 people, and each of those 5 people were on their phones. And I'm watching the movie and I'm thinking like, what the heck, you guys? Like, I thought like this was something that we all chose to watch together, and everyone's like scrolling through their feed. Now, if you haven't watched The Social Dilemma on Netflix, I highly recommend it, because social media is basically a type of addiction. And the more, like I said, the more platforms that come out, the more we get addicted. So I bet if I asked one of those 5 people what the hell you're doing, they wouldn't actually register the fact that they had opened their phone and they were looking. It's just a habit, because we are creatures of habits. Now, don't get me wrong. During my teenage years, I also engaged in electronic social media. I guess we didn't have social media then, but I had a Game Boy, for example, back in the day when it was politically correct to have a Game Boy, even though later on Game Girl came out. But I would also be on this device while we were having family time. But the more the internet, the more the technology advances, the less social we're becoming. The thing though is, my little 90 babies out there, with the Game Boy, for example, we didn't have anything to compare ourselves to. Aside from maybe like how far in the game we are, we weren't looking at other people's lives. We were just kind of taking a break from whatever was going on out here and was focusing on a game in here. And this is why I believe that watching Social Dilemma is so important, because it literally explains to you how social media is designed to keep you addicted on the application. Each bell that rings, each color that application has been carefully selected based on what brings in the human psychology. Like the notifications you have on WhatsApp or Instagram, they're red. Red means alert. Red means look. It's something that brings your attention. So I feel that a lot of people are forgetting the social part of social media. The reason why social media was invented, innocently enough, was that they wanted to make the world feel smaller. We have the entire globe at our fingertips, literally. We can connect with people instantly from across the world. But somehow we got lost in this, and we started to, instead of trying to connect our own life, we started comparing to other people's lives. Now, I personally emerged from the social media cave about 2 years ago, and before that, I didn't have a Facebook, I didn't have an Instagram, but I realized that if I want to do what I want to do, which is help you guys mind shift your mindset, I focus a lot on emotional abuse, but basically help you get the life you want and deserve, I wouldn't be able to do that without the social part, which is my Instagram, my YouTube. So me, it's focusing on connection, but even myself, like I've said this in my compare and despair videos and how to stop comparing yourself to others. even though I personally came late in the game and I tried to do the social part of it, I even start comparing myself. I'll look at other people's Instagram's feeds. I'll look at other people's vanity metrics. I'll look at other YouTube videos about the same subjects, how I delivered, how they delivered. So the more we immerse ourselves in the social media world, the farther away we come from the physical world. Now, one phrase that blew my mind, and let me know if this phrase hits a spot with you, was from this researcher. I can't remember her name. I'll try to link the article below. But she said, in the next decade, we may see more young people that are able to put the exact emoji for a situation, but not the right facial expression. Can you imagine? Can you fathom how terrifying that is? Think about it. When you're on social media, when somebody says something funny or you are writing and you're trying to convey emotion, your mind right now is able to pick an emoji that doesn't even look like a human and add some, I don't know, light to that sentence, convey some emotion. And research is now showing that people are becoming less able to put the right facial expression and more able to put the right emoji. This idea of comparing your Instagram to your social media to someone else's is called the comparison orientation. And it has been coined by research as the comparison orientation. And it is also a term before is compare and despair. But the comparison orientation is that you take on another person's life and you constantly compare it to your own. I mean, we all have people that we idolize, we all have people that we like, that we kind of want to be like them, but comparison orientation takes it to another extent. Comparison orientation means that you are never satisfied with the life you have because the other person will always have a better life. They will have a better house, a better husband, better kids, better job, more rich. All these beautiful stuff. So let me know in the comments below. First of all, what are your favorite social media platforms? What do you find yourself opening the first thing in the morning? I want you guys to notice if you are one of those people that pick up their phone the moment they wake up. And I would advise, try and just sit 5-10 minutes before you immerse yourself in someone else's life and just sit with your own life. And let me know in the comments below if you also compare yourself to other people's media and what is it exactly are you comparing? Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to smash the subscribe button somewhere here. Ring your bell for your weekly Thursday videos. Give me a huge thumbs up to make Mama Algorithm love me. But most importantly, guys, share this video with someone who's become more unsocial because of social media. And that's it, folks.